You're tuning into Black and White Sports on YouTube. The no-holds-barred truth on sports. The main event starts now.
Black and White Network supporters, make sure you check out the Black and White Network merchandise store. Link in the description. Use promo code USA First, all one word. USA First, all one word. 25% off now. I'm back. Rodriance for our Black and White Sports. Well, we're going to talk about Trevor Reed, of course, the former U.S. Marine that was detained over in Russia, because he has offered some insight into how things may be going for Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan, okay? Involving not only the status of actual Russian court, but day-to-day life over in Russian prison. And it's not good for Griner. It's not good for Griner. Do you believe that Brittney Griner is missing America yet? Is she missing the national anthem yet? I know. I can only hope this experience teaches Griner a lesson. Number one, hey, don't sneak cannabis oil into a foreign country that frowns on it. But number two, a newfound appreciation for her country and the fact that what she was preaching about this country and the WNBA was preaching about oppression in this country is just a flat lie. Okay, she's experiencing what true oppression is right now. And a hard lesson, I'm sure. Let's get to this. Trevor Reed tells people all Russian courts are fake. Oh, man. Unbelievable. All Russian courts are fake. And I don't doubt that, actually. Trevor Reed criticizes Brittney Griner and Paul Whelan's arrest. All Russian courts are fake. And he says, keep the faith. Trevor Reed, the former U.S. Marine who spent years in Russian detainment before being released back to the United States in April, called prisons in which detained basketball star Brittney Griner and another former Marine, Paul Whelan, are being held as, quote, terrible. Look, this is not good for Griner at all. Some of the stuff he says is going to be a hard road, a hard lesson. On Monday, Reed, 30 years old, said in an interview with CBS Mornings that the facility where Griner, 31, is being held is, quote, probably going to be significantly better than the forced labor camp where he said 52-year-old Whelan is incarcerated. Wow. So Whelan, the former Marine, probably still has it easier than Brittney Griner does. Reed described, quote, extremely dirty Russian prison cells and food that has often rotted when asked to offer insight about how Griner is being treated. He thought though he noted that the conditions at the pretrial detention facility she's staying at while she appeals her August 4 sentence to 9 years in prison are likely slightly better. Quote, while you're there, you're going to be meeting with lawyers. There's a lot of waiting. You may be requesting expertise or trying to find new evidence in order to appeal the ruling of the previous court during that time, and that appeal could take years, basically, he told CBS Mornings. But in the end, all of the appeals are fake. They're just as fake as the first trial you receive. All courts in Russia are fake. Reed himself was sentenced to 9 years in a Russian prison in July 2020 for allegedly assaulting police officers. During his trial, the American ambassador to Russia, John J. Sullivan, called the proceedings, quote, so preposterous that they provoked laughter in the courtroom, noting that even the judge laughed. Quote, just hang in there, just know people are fighting for you, Reed told CBS Mornings when asked what advice he would provide Griner and Whelan amid reported talks of a prisoner swap to secure their return to the U.S. Quote, just know you have a lot of people supporting you back here at home, and the highest levels of the U.S. government are attempting to get you out. So keep the faith. Following Griner's sentencing, Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov said on August 5th that Moscow was, quote, ready to discuss the possibility of a prisoner swap. There's a special channel that has to be agreed upon by the presidents, and no matter what anybody says publicly, this channel remains relevant, Lavrov said about any diplomatic talks between President Joe Biden and Russian President Vladimir Putin. Secretary of State Antony Blinken, at a press conference in Phnom Penh on August 5th, said Russia is prepared to engage through those channels established, and we're pursuing trial. So that's some of the news that we've kind of covered in the past, too, that, I mean, they're ready to talk now. The one thing that Russia has talked about is the fact that they, frankly, they want a lot of this done privately. They want it all done privately, really and truly, and they don't even appreciate what members of our government have come out and said publicly already. You could tell. That pissed off Russia. Okay, they're like, this kind of thing needs to be handled privately behind the scenes and not become propaganda, they called it. So, this is bad news for Brittney Griner. Very bad news. She's finding out right now what real true oppression really is. Russian prison conditions, even in her case, are likely better than what a U.S. Marine, Paul Whelan, is having to experience, but they're still bad. What's even worse, in my opinion, is the fact that Trevor Reed's just coming out and saying, Russian court is fake. You're Brittney Griner sitting around waiting to put in an appeal that is not going to mean a tinker's damn to anybody over there. Woo, be careful what you do when you enter a foreign country. Also, come out and honor the national anthem when you actually are here. Yeah, that's a thing. So, some people, I know some people wonder, well, what's up with the lack of sympathy for Brittney? Love your own country. That'd be great. Tell me what you think. Black and white sports fans, the conditions are terrible. Bad for Brittney Griner. Wow. Look, it's kind of weird. We haven't heard a damn thing about that prisoner swap. I'm sure Biden's scrambling around to try to find a Russian scumbag to be named later that can be thrown into the mix. Peace. I'm out. Till next time.
Thanks for watching the show. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Be sure to tune in next time on Black and White Sports.